prices, governments, they don't understand it. That's just how Satoshi. Welcome to yet again another random live casual stream, ladies and gentlemen. As I get my coffee on this pretty gray and somewhat cloudy, I thought it was a Saturday, but Friday morning. You know how it is, man. It's a fast-paced industry, and when I wake up, I don't even look at the date. I just say, hey man, it's time to go get to work. Put the head down, go to the studio, crank up some content, some fire content. But you know, to be honest, guys, you know, obviously we're looking at that BTC price, and it's going down and people are tripping out. So I just wanted to share some of my thoughts with you guys. Somebody who's been in this space every single day, investing money, time, and energy. I'm going to get to all of that. Do smash the like button in the meantime, my fellow crypto lifestylers, and do share this in the TCL chat. If you have some BTC, please send it to my public key so I can use my private too. A lot of people are probably wondering, yo, why is this guy so happy? BTC just went down, what was it, like 8%, 9%? What's it trading at right now, 31K? I'm gonna tell you guys why I'm like, it's not that if I'm happy or I'm sad, I'm neutral. But when I'm neutral, I'm actually really happy because I'm a pretty, you know, easygoing, kind of like happy-go-lucky individual. And, you know, whether BTC went up 9% or down 9%, my perspective is always the same. You know, my sentiment's always the same. My outlook's always the same. Like, you know, on YouTube, all you see right now is people's, you know, you log into YouTube, you're seeing your feed being filled with like, BTC dump, what to do? Oh, those like, you know, thumbnail fucking stupid faces that they got on. It's like, look at me, I'm just jamming. I'm listening to my Bitcoin song still, bro. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. This is Satoshi's gift to the world. All right. So how many people we got here? We got about 55 folks. Do smash that like button, and I'm gonna get this live stream started as soon as we get a little bit more people. Maybe when we cross about 70, I'll get this live stream started. So yeah, you guys congregate in the live chat, and yeah, if there's anything you want to ask me, now is your chance. So yeah, get those questions ready as well. But once again, let's wait for about 70 people to come in, and then I'm going to tell you guys why I'm not affected by this and why you should too. You know, the title of this live stream is called Investing versus Trading, and of course we're talking about Bitcoin. All right, I know a lot of people in my chat, they're getting all giddy because, you know, we got some stuff that should be happening about next week in regards to pre-sales. So do be on the lookout for that. I'll be banging out some content on that. We need about 5 more people to join here, okay guys? And then we'll get this started. We're about 66 right now. Oh, I see you. What's up, guys? You guys are chatting away, man. I'm gonna get to the live chat real soon. I'm almost at my parking spot. You know, what I like to do normally sometimes when I wake during the day and I'm back on that coffee tip. Oh my God. Hey, the tea is amazing, but man, you just can't do without that coffee. We got one more person until we get this started. I'm gonna just change this up right here. Take this off so we don't get interrupted. What's up? Yes, exactly. Smash that like button. All right, so we got about 70 people. Let me just start this right now. So guys, you know, Bitcoin price has gone down 8%, 9%, and a lot of people are fretting. A lot of people saying this or saying that. Now, let me just tell you something. I personally know people that's been in the highest performing asset class in human history, which is Bitcoin. Okay, they've been in this very space longer than myself. They've been in this space about 5-6 years, and they don't even have any Bitcoin to their name. They got no Bitcoin to their name. And I'm not talking about 1 full unit. I'm not talking about 2 full units or 3 units. I'm just talking about any Bitcoin, like 0.1, 0.05. We're talking about Satoshis. You know why? Because they use Bitcoin as a medium of an exchange. Or in other words, they use Bitcoin to meet their living expenses and not so much as a store of value. But moreover, they over-traded Bitcoin. They over-traded Bitcoin, okay guys? And that's a killer. That's a killer because, like, listen, when you are trading Bitcoin, guys, it's stupid. You know why? Because number one, we all know that all the markets are heavily manipulated, and Bitcoin is as well. Everybody was saying, oh yeah, Bitcoin is supposed to go $48,000 by the end of this month. I'm not saying that's not going to happen or that is going to happen, but what I'm saying is I don't get into price speculation because of that. Look what just happened. Those guys got wrecked, okay? And they're open, and even if you can make a successful trade, what happens? Now you are exposed to something called taxable events. Okay, so even if you could turn a profit, it's like, well, now you open to taxable events. Investing, sure, there are taxable events, but it's minuscule compared to these short-term profits, right? And that's the main thing right there. So, like, for me, it's like, you know, when this happens, when a time like this happens, I'm like, shit, I'm happy. Because you know what I do? I just get that USDC, that stable coin that I have, and I just buy more Bitcoin. So for me, it's like I look forward to bear markets and I look forward to the bull market. Well, obviously even more so, but when the bear market comes or a dip comes, I just go and I buy a bit more. But when you're trading and you're going long, it's like you just lost your Bitcoin instead of, you know, accumulating wealth. People aren't accumulating wealth. They're trading their damn BTC. And that's a huge problem for the reasons I just stated, right? And furthermore, guys, you need to understand, right? We all know that saying, you know, what is it? 90% of traders would fail and only 10% win. Do you know who you're going against? The 10%? It's not successful traders. Yeah, that may happen in the short term, and I'm not saying I'm fully against it. There's a time and place for everything, yeah, but it depends on what you're trading, right? But the 10% is you're against the hedge fund guys. You're against the institution guys, and you can't beat them. You know why? Because they have access to much more resources than the average Joe Blow. And this is the problem in this space. There's too many YouTubers talking about trading the price of Bitcoin, and it's getting these newcomers who are joining the space wrecked. And then they get turned off even more about this space. You know, they say all the things in the book, like, you know, what they hear on TV, that it's a facilitator for terrorism, for money laundering, for drug dealers, you know, scammers, all this bullshit. And it doesn't help this industry at all. This industry will grow a heck of a lot more if we had more educational, mature people, investors on this channel, right? And that's the whole, that's the deal right there. You ask a guy that's been trading Bitcoin for 2 years, how much Bitcoin does he have right now? He's only going to tell you how much he actually traded in the short term and won. He ain't going to really tell you so much about how much he lost. Maybe he would, but he's not going to disclose all that information. And I guarantee you, a guy who invested into Bitcoin for 2 years, opposed to a guy who traded Bitcoin for 2 years, has a heck of a lot more Satoshis and units of BTC than that trader, okay? Listen, it can look nice and all nice and glamorous when you see these guys with their fucking Lambos showing you guys what they got, but in fact, you guys are the ones who bought that for them with their Bybit links, okay? That's the fact at the end of the day. All right, and we don't have to get into all of this and, you know, like pinpoint certain individuals, but I'm looking at the grander picture here, and my message is to the newcomers in this space. Now, if you want to get into this space, you treat Bitcoin as a store of value, else your ass is going to end up being in this space every day for the next 5 years, and you probably only own like 0.00001 Satoshi. Believe you me. And even if you can make a successful trade, you are exposed to taxable events. Okay, so it was so hard for you. You know, you're risking your Bitcoin by getting wrecked, and then even if you could make a profit, you are exposed to taxable events that aren't too kind to you, opposed to trading. And that's what it comes down to. You know, the equalizer, or, you know, the solution to that is just become an investor. It's very simple. It's very simple. You know, investors aren't exposed to these taxable events as much, okay? You're treating it as a store of value, which it should be. And you're never getting caught up with the small percentages like today. And see me, I'm in my car playing my Bitcoin song, smiling. Bitcoin, blockchain. My sentiment ain't changed because my perspective is long term, right? And I just buy it more. I just buy more. And if you compare that strategy compared to trading it, what does that mean? I'm collecting more units of Bitcoin when these guys are going long and getting wrecked and losing their units of Bitcoin. That's what it comes down to. So I hope you understand this. Don't fall into the whole, oh, look at my Lambo. Those guys didn't buy that with their trades. They bought that with your trades of you making your, whether you lose a trade or you win a trade, that profit goes to them. And that's where that money goes. Don't be a dumbass, okay? You are much more smarter than that, people. You are much more intellectual than that. These people are insulting your intelligence, and I'm here to remind you, you are smarter than that, all right? And that's all I got to say about Bitcoin, trading versus investing, or investing versus trading. Let me see what you guys are up to in the Shikapezi. Oh, and we do have a super chat. Oh, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to use this guy for the live chat, all right? It's going to help me get, to messages much faster. And by the way, guys, DuckDAO came out with a massive announcement. I do see the super chat. I'm getting to that right now. Please bear with me as I locate us on YouTube. Who's that good-looking guy? All my grays are showing? I don't give a shit. All right. So I am entering this chat right now. And this super chat came from... oh, Gene, you're too kind, man. Guys, look, I really appreciate the super chats, man. I really do, $10, euros, or whatever it is. Gene, thank you so much. But look, guys, I want you guys to keep your money, okay? Seriously, the super chats does help out the channel, but I want you guys to keep your money. I appreciate this. But, you could donate this to some people, I don't know, maybe some sort of foundation. Poor people in Africa, India, I don't know, man. Like, I'm good, I'm grateful for it, but please, I don't need it, man, guys. You could contribute this to other causes, but I really respect you, Gene, and thank you, everybody. But still, it's okay, I'm good. I don't need it as much as other people in the world, okay? What do we got here? Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? I don't think this is working out, because I'm looking at myself, looking at the phone. All right. So let's go to the live chat, and I am going to Big Hairy Balls is what I see. Alter Ego says, yo, what's up, Alter Ego Legend? People have to understand that crypto is here to stay. Agency, I kicked my addiction to trading because of you. There you go, man. It is an addiction. And this is the thing. A lot of people, like, don't get me wrong, guys. Investing has its risks as well, but it's much more calculated, right? It's much more calculated in my opinion. Yeah, that's what I'll say there. And, a lot of people might say, well, pre-sales has bigger risks, right? Because it's true. You could be potentially get into a scam, an exit scam, and that's a real possibility. And that's why I take my time trying to hand choose and comb out these projects now, right? A lot of people are saying, well, the last one we got into was deeper. Yeah, I'm always in talks, but we could get 10 pre-sales a day, but we want quality. We don't want quantity. And that's why I'm taking my, my time, because I'm not dealing with my money here. You guys want to get into these as well. So now I got to take into account, hundreds of people here, right? And that's why I'm taking my very, sweet time over here when I choose these projects, right? And we should have something by next week. Now, with that being said, another problem when you compare it back to investing the way I do it is, let's just say we get into some shitty investment. Okay, cool. That's one investment, whatever. All right, it didn't work out. We know this is expected. Warren Buffett does this. Everybody does it, right? It's not always going to make money. So far, so good. We've been doing really good. But the problem with trading is this. It's super addictive. It's like, if you wanted to put money into a slot machine at some casino, you lose that money. It's that feeling you get. It's like a gamble feeling. It's like addictive. You start chasing it. And then you want to go use your paycheck from next week and start gambling again on Bybit. Right? So it's an ongoing thing that makes you always want to try to win back your money. And that's a huge problem. So that's another downfall with that compared to investing. Hey, so say you put in $1,000 into a coin, it didn't do too well, and it goes to zero. Well, you can never say, okay, let me try to win that back. I put it back into that investment. No, you learn, and then you try to find, okay, what was wrong with that? And then you look for a better project, and it's much more calculated because you're dealing with the same stupidness when you go back to trading. It's just the price. And there's no real way to really gauge that. You could talk about your stupid Fibonacci and, it's forming like Head and Shoulders, and then the top is falling like dandruff. Like Head and Shoulders shampoo. All these jargon terms that sounds technical. Like, okay, if that was the case, how come nobody expected really, this big of a crash? I mean, like, whatever, man. There may be a few people out there. It is what it is. Like, all I'm saying is, you guys don't believe me? Go try it out. Go try it out for 2-3 months. Go try it out for 6 months, for 2 years. And you're going to be walking back with your tail in between your legs saying, hey, man, I should have invested instead of trading it. Again, you don't see people going to the casino with gold bars and they're trying to hit red, they're trying to hit black on the roulette table. They go with their fiat, and I understand that. If you want to gamble, I don't got nothing about gambling like wrong with it. If you're gambling your freaking fiat currency, because that shit's worthless anyways. So you might want to try to fucking do what you got to do with that, but not your BTC, all right? And we'll leave it as that. Okay. Thank you once again, G, and you're too kind, man. Always hold that coin, AE says. Yes. Don't be dumbass. Don't be a dumbass. True thing, yo. What up, Citizen? Citizen is the guy with all the girls, man. Francis is the Manswork 007 says. Intercostal says. There it goes. Oh, that flex. Hashtag big hairy balls, yes. Trading in the casino of crypto. How do we join your Telegram, bro? So right now, it's not really open right now. Who's that asked? Roberto, it was not open. I do apologize. At some point, I'll open it up. I think I might just cap it at 1,000 at some point. But right now, it is locked off. Oh, the Galaxy Gold Flex? Yeah, the Fold. Yeah, that's the Fold. Yes, I am smarter than that, broski. And you are my smart boss. Hey, I'm just a guy, man. I'm just a guy telling you guys what I've learned in this space. That's all. No guru, no Taj Lopez shit here. None of that bullshit. What's the other guy in crypto? Tika? That Tika Masala guy who has like, Bitcoin or not Bitcoin, but token predictions at some seminar. That's so whack. Big hairy balls, BHB Deep says. So no, hello, bro. What is your opinion? Bro, dude, what drama? I already dealt with that shit like 2 years ago, bro. I don't go back in time. I live in the present. All right. Thomas, every day I am more happy to be here. Oh, I appreciate you, bro. Every day I'm more happy to have you guys here and join with me. So thank you. Thoughts about Polka cover? Oh shit, yo. Polka cover is doing its thing, bro. It's doing its thing. They actually emailed me about a month ago too. They emailed me a month ago. I think they're doing like 20x plus. So yeah, congratulations to everybody who got in. Congratulations on Polka cover on a successful launch from a token perspective. And that's all I could say. I mean, you can't get into everything. It is what it is. They knocked on your door too. I didn't even pursue them. They knocked on my door. And I mean, I was just... You're just tied up, man. You're swamped. So it is what it is. But yeah, they're doing really awesome. Insurance, I think a lot of people are interested in the insurance aspect of if a project doesn't do well and they could be compensated. But from my minimum research I've done on insurance coins, which I'm for the idea, I think there was one instance this happened. There was a bug in a contract some time ago, and I forget the name of the company and or coin, but they only compensated people like 5 to 10%. Right? So I don't know if that's anything much of an insurance policy, really. So unless Polka cover could sort of like make that better, then that's pretty cool. But, when people hear insurance, in crypto, if anything goes wrong, they're thinking of, at least getting back 60% of what they put in. So let's see if they could structure that out. Crypto bubble, yo, Francis, you are unexpected. Yeah. Sometimes, listen, with these live streams, bro, the casual ones, it's like a, let's go live. That's how I am for the most part. Okay, Legend says, bro, you are for the people and for the community. That just says so much about you, bro. God bless you always. Hey, man. Likewise, bro. God bless you too, and thank you so much for saying that. You have a good heart. Thank you. This guy's 100. Keep your money. Oh, yeah. Big hairy balls, you the man. Okay, so let's talk, before I get back to the live chat, let's talk about what is the latest coming out of, from the people at DuckDAO. And I'm going to bring up the Medium post so people do pay attention, okay? Let's go like this. Where is it? I think, did I share that? I didn't share that this morning, did I? Okay, do bear with me for a second. I'm going to pop it up. Here it is. I believe medium. Here we go. Okay, so if you guys don't know by now, or maybe you do know, Duck token is going up, and it's because of the news that they just dropped if this could populate. And here we go. So new token launchpad called Duck Starter. So I love it. Listen, man, you gotta love the entrepreneurial spirit from the people at DuckDAO, right? You know, they have this wonderful incubator sort of like, you know, platform, let's call it, and it's not so much a token launch platform. It's more like to help early projects meet early investors and have both be successful. And that's a win-win case situation there. However, they're not really a token launch platform, right? So a token launch platform will fall under the category of, say, like Polka Starter, right? As we all know. This is why you never doubt a true entrepreneur, especially successful ones. As we know, DuckDAO was successful. Duck token was like up, down, sideways, down, up, like the yield farming aspect. And now they brought another use case to it. So let's read this, guys. And if it's too long, it's not that bad. So let's check this out for the people. Okay, we're going to read this article here, and I'll get back to the live chat. So, new DuckDAO token launch platform. DuckDAO is proud to announce Duck Starter, a brand new service platform that provides crypto enthusiasts with more opportunities to get involved with upcoming blockchain projects. Duck Starter will act as the final bridge between early stage projects and the community before the project goes fully public. So essentially what that means is, so let's give an example where their latest project to come out, you know, they go through the incubation process, they give it to their people, TCL gets his allo, you know, I give to some of my people, everybody's happy, and then now they want to do just for the general public. So now they will have a IDO, right? Or a yeah, like a DEX offering or something. Well, it's not really a DEX, but you know, they'll have like a public launch, right, so to speak, and that'll happen there. So I don't think this is only relevant to their projects that they incubate, but it's also available to any project in the crypto space that wants to have a public sale through DuckDAO's new service called Duck Starter. Okay, so where are we? Duck Starter will act as the final bridge between early stage projects. I read that. Depending on the project, user contributions are made in either USDC or Ethereum. According to a fixed exchange schedule as set by the project, the offerings will be limited in nature on a first come first serve basis for now. So that's how it normally works when it comes to these public sales. Duck Starter will charge a DDIM or duck fee for each user contribution, and the amount will be variable. That's awesome. These fees will add another deflationary mechanism to our ecosystem. Some of them will be burned. The ratio of burn reintroduce will be decided on a pre-project basis. So let's read the first couple lines there. Duck Starter will charge a DDIM or duck fee for each user contribution. So now it doesn't appear as though, unless I am interpreting this wrong, misinterpreting this, you don't have to hold the tokens, but it's a fee. So it's more like you need to purchase in. So you need to use the duck currency or the DDIM currency to do this, opposed to just holding it. Maybe I could ask them to elaborate on this for us a bit more, okay? Because it's somewhat you know, it's somewhat gray in that regard, and at least for me it is. Maybe because it's the sunglasses I got on. I don't know. I'm joking. Okay, so in addition to the fee, the user is required to. Okay, here we go. The user is required to hold a certain amount of duck in their wallet in order to be eligible to participate. So now I get it. So they gotta hold the tokens and also buy into it with DDIM or duck, and I believe that's where the burn feature comes into effect. So you know, once those tokens are bought, once they buy into the public sale with duck, I believe Duck is going to start to burn those Duck tokens, DuckDAO. They will burn the Duck tokens. So Duck Starter will launch on the Ethereum blockchain, but with a clear goal to expand to the Polkadot ecosystem. That's where the future is. As service platform, Duck Starter will also offer several KYC options for upcoming projects. There are more Duck Starter updates coming over the following weeks. At the time of writing, there is no clearly defined launch date. So make sure to follow us on Medium Twitter to join. There you go. Who would win, 1,000 ducks or 1 VC? That's like stuck in my head. I don't know why. Okay. Okay. Whoa. What just happened there? Okay, so I could only see... Okay, there we go. That's better. I could only see one message at a time. What else do we got here? Oh, yeah, sorry, Nate. Thank you so much, Nate. I'm now seeing your super chat. I appreciate that. You said, so glad to be part of this community. You seem attract the best. Yes, thank you. And once again, Nate, you're always giving me these donations and tips, super chats. As I told Gene and everybody else, guys, I really appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. It says a lot, right, when people are giving you money just to like go live. But like, you guys could put that in other areas. I don't really need it as much as other people, you know, so I really appreciate that. But you know, let's put that in other areas where people could use it more than I can. Okay, so where are we here? Let's get back to the chats. Your live videos give us crypto lifestyle energy. Carbonated says, when do you think Plasm will launch, and where will we be able to trade it in for ETH? So I will make a next video on the Plasm network. I got to look into it myself personally, to be honest. I know they have a third lock drop. So they have the first lock drop, a second lock drop, which was the one that I covered, and I showed you guys in clear detail how to get these tokens by locking up your Ethereum at the time. And I've already got back my Ethereum, and I helped somebody else get back their Ethereum. So yeah, it's win-win from now. We already have our Plasm tokens. The next third lock drop will entail you locking up dot coins, okay, your Polkadot coins. All right, and that should go into effect within, I would say, a month or two, maybe less, but a month I would say is more accurate. And it all depends on when Polkadot, you know, is going to have this parachain auction slots sort of like, you know, initiate that. And that's when the third lock drop will go into effect. So these projects are already made. They already have their main blockchain, their mainnet rather. And, you know, all these things are already set up. It's just a matter of, you know, the official start date of the auctions, and that's it. And then all that, you know, you'll be able to contribute if that's what you want. Now, sorry, you asked something else. Oh, man, I got to go all the way back down here. Sorry, brother, I lost your message. What's my outlook on Plasm Network? If that's what it was, it's pretty much this. So for me, a lot of people don't know these two things. Why am I after the Plasm Network? Why do I like Akala so much? Right? So I made an Akala video and a Karura video as well. But I like them because, you know, if you're talking about getting coins that are going to the parachain, that are going to become official initial parachains, right, the value would go up, okay? And they also have a really cool use case within this economy, within this network that I will be using, right? So Akala and the Plasm Network were the first projects to ever connect to Rococo, which is what? Rococo is the Polkadot's testnet. They were the first two projects together to do this. So they collaborated and they connected to this testnet. I think they are the only two to ever do it so far. However, they are they? I think I seen a diagram and there were like other depictions of other projects that were next in line, or they were second to them. I can't remember what it was, but I believe, all I know this is for sure, they were the first projects to successfully connect to Polkadot's testnet, which is called Rococo. And that's a big deal. And that did not go unnoticed by the main man, Gavin Wood, right? So I'm led to believe they got a better chance. Second thing, Akala, I believe for sure is going to get it. Plasm Network, I think 90% would get it. Because this is another thing, Polkadot does not have smart contract features. People don't know this, or maybe they do, I don't know, but I don't think they do. Polkadot does not have smart contract capabilities. And what does Plasm Network do? They specialize in smart contract functions. So maybe if they become this parachain, which I think they would, you know, they would be the go-to smart contract, you know, project to contribute to the Polkadot network, or the leading one, right? That would be like the primary source for smart contracts will be the Plasm Network. Kind of like how the Kylan network is going to be the main oracle for Polkadot, Plasm Network very well could be the main smart contract function. And that says a lot. That says a lot from, you know, an investing standpoint, from a token appreciation standpoint, and all of those things. So, love what I hear. All right, what else do we got here? Okay. Hey Francis, what's your thoughts on elastic supply tokens? Yeah, so I've actually, so base protocol is exactly that. It's any sort of rebase platform token, whatever you want to call it, that falls under the elastic supply. So I mean, I think it's cool. The one thing I would say is, though, there is a lot of volatility, so if they can have some sort of elastic supply that isn't as volatile and it's not necessarily based off of a 24-hour reset or rebase, right, I think we can see some really cool things, right? So we know there's limited supply, there's unlimited supply, there's elastic supply, and there's another type of supply out there. But I love the innovation. I love the innovation. So I just think they need to, make it a little bit better, because it is too volatile, at least for the use cases that they had for it right now. Do smash those like buttons, people. Okay, so what we got here? What's your opinion about Deeper Network, their Telegram group, and marketing? Yeah, so, yeah, that's a very good question, right? So for me, I'm not too concerned about their Telegram chat. Now, when you're talking about Asian projects and communities, they don't necessarily have the most active Telegram chat. However, they do have the other sort of like mediums or channels, rather, like WeChat. They're big on WeChat, and I showed you guys this. There's always messages in their WeChat, and that's where their real community is in terms of the core community, right? The people that are going to be using these decentralized, VPNs more than us, right? Because they need that in that country. So the marketing, it's almost like it sells itself. It does, right? People in China, somebody brought this up to my attention. I believe it's called Binha or something like that. It's some sort of social media platform or video streaming platform in Asia, and they had double the amount of viewers than Parity Technologies, which is pretty much Polkadot. That's who Gavin Wood owns that as well, right? So, and that's a big deal. And there's another metric that I saw. I think the word Deeper Network is searched the 5th most in China when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, Polkadot, Ethereum, something else, then Deeper Network, right? So again, right, the real sort of like marketing or customer base, I should say rather, is going to be within China. And they already have that. They're already known. So for me, I'm not worried about that at all, right? I'm going to make my video on the physical product, but I don't have the time to do that right now. I'll probably make that in my next 4 videos. Freaking coffee tastes like ass now after drinking tea for like a week. Okay, what do we got here? Z Richington says, yo, what's up, buddy? We got here, B-Tree says, hello from Kenya in Africa. Please explain the difference between scalping, day trading, and swing trading. Okay, I'll explain the difference. One is garbage, and the other one is even more garbage. That's all you need to know, brother. That's all you need to know. He's not trading, you missed it. Yeah, oh shit, if you're now joining, sorry, I apologize. Just put your index finger on that red line, on the dot, and just rewind to the beginning. I dropped some knowledge there for you guys. JPAR says, please no spam. Yo, stop spamming. Who is that? Intercostal, you could probably ban him if you want. Let me see. Add as moderator. You are now an admin. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, it's that guy. Okay, that guy. I think I just responded to him. No trading here, just investing. Yeah, somebody just kick him out if he says it too much. Forget about trading. You will get wrecked. Exactly. Report him. It's all good. Okay, so Plasma and Akala plan to load heavy bags of both. Yeah, well, again, remember guys, times are changing, right? So like if we go back to 2017, it was so easy to get into these pre-sales, right? In terms of it was accessible to the public, but it was still hard in the sense of it was oversubscribed, right? However, it was much more accessible. Today, fast forward 3 years later, before this coffee gets cold, fast forward 3 years later, it's not that accessible anymore, okay? So the way I do it, obviously, I mean, like, you can still get into pre-sales out there, but chances are they're not going to perform well. You're going to get wrecked, and, they could be exit scams too. So to get into the legitimate ones, it's very, very hard, right? In terms of you got to know people, or you got to have some sort of, like, value proposition. What could you offer? what could you offer, right? Write some blogs. Maybe you, I don't know, you got a Telegram channel. You know, I don't know, man. Just get creative, man. You know, get that entrepreneur spirit and start thinking, man. Get your thinking cap on. How could you contribute to them, right? So that's what I will say there. But then they take it to another step further. It's more so like you got to contribute now. So if we look at like, say, this dot network, you know, they're giving you the, okay, let's look at the Akala network. They're giving you these Akala Okarura coins because you're contributing to their auction slots, right? That's another way of you contributing to their network, because now you're contributing for them to get a parachain slot, which is a big deal. Right, because that helps with the scalability in the overall Polkadot network, and also security as well. But the security aspect really comes from the relay chains. The relay chains are really more responsible for validating transactions and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, you know, it shares security, don't get me wrong, but the parachain's main role is for scalability. Okay, so that's what it's coming to right now, guys. Do smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, we do have another super chat from Fahad. Hey, Francis, love what you do, bro. Great content and wisdom. Would love to join your Telegram chat. Yeah, so I guess at some point I'll open that up, as I said earlier, to 1,000 people. And, you know, maybe I'll let the people in the chat vote when they want to have that open up. And then I'll cap it to 1,000. What do we got here? Bruce Lee says judo chop. Okay, that's cool. Have you looked into Unidex gas? If so, thoughts? Nope. First time I'm hearing about it, to be honest. The force is strong with Francis. I appreciate you, Bruce Lee. What the? What? I always say that when you comment. My bad. What's the use case of Deeper Networks token? So right now, you can use, well, not right now. So for people who get the hardware device, you can mine the tokens. But you could also use these tokens to share your bandwidth, right? You can share your bandwidth on that, so that's pretty cool. And it actually makes the entire network more secured and faster. So that's the main functionality of it, and I'm sure they got, like, you know, the average staking and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, I think there's another, yeah, Spider does something similar, but remember, Deeper Network, this is their third unit. Okay, this is their third unit that they're making, or model 3 rather, not third unit, their third model. So they've already been in this space. They had a successful Indiegogo campaign where they raised like $800,000, something like that. You know, in their country, it's not something that they use just for extra layer of this and that. They actually needed to access certain content, right? As I showed you guys, 30% of people in China needs a VPN. Uses it, not even needs, uses a VPN. And what's the population of China? It's infinity. And what's 30% of infinity? It's infinity, okay? So that's a shit ton of people that uses VPN. And this is the best of the best type of VPN, right? It's decentralized. There's no login data being stored. You know, you're literally sharing bandwidth. It's so secure. Like, dude, it's just the best. It's not only a software VPN, it's a hardware VPN. It's just, you know, on many accounts, it's just the best VPN. So that's going to be fire, man. That project is going to do amazing. I hate this, man. I got to always scroll all the way up. Okay. Yeah, these Chinese searches surprised me. Looks good. Yep. Exactly. Ask Coffee. Yeah. Are you parking at your favorite interview spot now? Yeah. It's funny, man. Sometimes I'll talk to like these project owners when we're negotiating, or we're just talking about what we could do. And when I say negotiating, I never charge them if they're legit. I don't charge them, right? It's negotiating in terms of time, how much allocation is what I'm talking about. So yeah, so it's funny. I was talking to, who was it? I forget who it was, but I was talking to somebody, and I was driving and I parked up right here, and they were laughing like, oh my god, dude, you're so what? But he said not real, but he's like, you're a straight up guy, man. He goes, I love it. So hey, it is what it is, man. It's like, you know, when I used to live stream back in 2017, I had my gimbal and everything, and I would just walk down the road in the middle of downtown Toronto or wherever I am, and I'm like this with the gimbal and the phone's here, and I'm just talking, yeah guys, you know, blah blah blah, and people will be watching me. And I'm like, what are you guys looking at? I mean, we're living in the year 2020. You know, live streaming is just as normal as us on the phone. Like, what's so abnormal about that, man? Like, come on, guys. You know, this is this is 2020, man. Live streaming is just a natural occurrence now. So yeah, something like that. This is definitely turning out to be my new spot. Locking your Telegram and dumping on your YouTube followers. Bravo! Yes! I dump on my YouTube followers because my tokens are vested. You sour little puss. You little sour puss. You got butthurt? What happened, buddy? Talk to me. Fuck are you talking about, bro? Whoever the hell you are, you definitely be smoking some neck shit. Have you heard of Polka Bridge launching today? No. And I dump on my followers because I get them in at the same price as me. Yeah, you might want to go get your head examined at your nearest, local walk-in clinic, buddy. Okay? Or you're smoking some shit, throw your ass into the rehab. Sober up. You make no fucking sense. Check Mandala Exchange. Never heard of it, but I will check it out. Oh, by the way, guys, I have to say this. They are scammers again in the comment section, and they just spam the shit out of it. Okay? I would delete the comment. I will delete it, but then they just come back. You know, it's like freaking cockroaches. They multiply, bro. After you just stomp on one, it's like, holy shit, 10 just like multiply. So, I don't know how to combat that. I think I could probably ban people by username. I don't know. You know, he has my name, The Crypto Lifestyle, with my logo, and he leaves a WhatsApp freaking phone number. So I don't know how people fall for that shit, but apparently people did get scammed by him. So do be be careful. Any price prediction on Deeper Network? What do you expect? Let's just say at least, I would say within the first 3 days, at least 5x. Let's be modest there. Long-term super bullish. Long-term super bullish. This thing could go up a lot, man. Let's just leave it as that. This thing could go up a lot. I would say, let's just say within the first 6 months, maybe like, shit, bro, could be 50x. Could be 50, within that range. Hey, Francis, any expectations for CBDCs, the Cryptopium? They actually contacted me some time ago and I turned them down. I think they raised a shit ton of money and their market cap was super high. At least my memory tells me that. Sup, Francis? Word up, brusky. Investify crypto. Hey, pal, maybe you can resend so you can notice it. What? Oh, you're talking with somebody else, yeah. Okay, when TCL talks, I listen. Glad to support the channel. Thank you so much, buddy. TCL family is crammed full of crypto geniuses. Alex says, do you think we will have lots of projects launched this year? In regards to what? In just overall in the space? Hell yeah. I think there's lots of projects launching on a daily basis. Never mind this year. Tomato duck now sushi pizza swap. Any thoughts? What? Tomato duck? Oh no, tomato duck sushi pizza? I do not know what you're talking about. Does TCL get Key Tango Aloe? Oh yeah, oh, Key Tango Aloe, that's the next, yeah, that's the next project. I should be having something coming in next week. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. I can't say for certain. Okay, Francis, will you be fine with locking Key SM for 2 years to get tokens of Polka ecosystem? Yes, I would. I personally would be. So for me, I wanted to give my Kusama to XOR to get Polka swap. That's what I wanted to do. I'm still debating, but whatever I do, I will be locking it up for 2 years. My dots now, I want to give that for Akala. That's what I really want to get. The Akala tokens. The Karuras will be okay, but the Akalas is where it's at. So I would most certainly be locking up my dot for 2 years to get Akala. Key Tango, any thoughts? Yeah, so again, I was working on some other stuff yesterday. I'm going to really look into that today. I know it's a governance token, but the inner workings, I do not know too much about it, only because, you know, I was focused on other stuff and now that's done. So I'll get caught up on Key Tango for sure. And we'll take it from there. Hybro Nice glasses. Oh, thank you. What does that say? Where is it? What does that say right there? TCL. It's upside down, but for you guys at least. Gotta start back from the damn beginning. Okay. Earthling God, forget Hex, go for Wise. Oh, man. Francis, how did you learn to become a master in catching good projects? Please give us some docs to read and learn about investing in this space. A lot of people are asking me to write a course about it. All that shit. I think my channel is a course, but not really. You're right, because I just come with the projects. So I'll tell you what the best indicator is. You know, for the traders out there, indicators. My best indicator is my gut. This big pot-belly gut I got, that's my indicator, all right? What my gut tells me, it's based off of experience, right? So experience just doesn't come with only covering projects, okay? Right? Covering projects gives you education, but if you're always about high volume and banging out videos on your channel, you forget about what you covered 4 or 5 days ago. So this is why it's all about covering projects, yes, but also putting in your money into these projects. Because that's how you learn the best, the practical way. You know, like somebody will go to university for 5 years and they go into the real world and it's like, shit, I just learned this for 4 or 5 years, but I don't even know how to do it. So practical work, getting money invested in is the best way to learn. Because when you lose money, guess what happens? You learn a lot out of that. You know, it's either you win or you learn. And when you win, you don't learn. So if you keep on winning, like say we're getting into these winning projects or anything in particular, like just in life, if you were like born into a successful family that was rich and you grew up rich, you got your license at 16, you got a Benz at freaking 18, you know, your parents bought you a home and you didn't have to do shit but run the family business, you're not learning anything. You're spoon-fed, you know? So what I'm trying to say is you learn a lot from experience where you're invested your time, your money, and learning. You get a lot out of failures. I'll tell you that right now. You learn a lot more from failing than you do winning. Okay, so that's what I would say. Start off with that, man, and you know, learn from that. Also, research is a big key, right? Just do some Google searches. And you know, you'll find out some you'll come up with some, I don't know, some Medium post might populate. Just use that as a starting point and you'll be surprised how you find new articles and this and that. And then, you know, it depends on what you want to target though. Like for me, I'm targeting the Web3 projects, right? So that's like a niche in itself. Now, if you're researching Bitcoin price and trading, just don't waste your time. But, you know, I think research will be relevant to the niche that you're in. So if it's pre-sales, then hey, you might just do a basic Google search. Reddit is okay, but I don't use that. Like, I don't use Reddit. Let's just put it like this. I got my secret sauce. I got my secret sauce, right? And has a lot to do with your gut and your past experience, right? What you've learned from the past. And that's it pretty much, man. You know, it might sound simple, but it really isn't all that simple. Okay, what we got here? Gimbal days. Okay, let's get up to date here. Speed up a bit. What's a deeper token going to be opening at? Shit. What did I just say? When you covered shit 3 days ago, you forget about it. What was the exact price, guys? Was it a penny or something? I think it was like a penny. Or was it under a penny? I can't remember, man. Can't remember the exact price. I forget. What's living in Canada like? If you're okay with your balls being up your ass, then it's pretty cold. You know what I mean? So it's like freaking snow on the ground. It's ice. It's cold. It's okay. For me, it's like, I don't notice the difference other than the weather because I work from home. So I'm not really outside on a daily basis. So, I mean, to answer your question, other than the cold, it's for me, I could be living in, you know, Jamaica or Canada. Yeah, but I'm still really living out of my damn office and my house for the most part. But to give you a better answer, it's okay. You know, the only thing is the housing market is becoming overvalued. They're taking advantage of that. You know, Canada has the most immigrants, I believe, in the world on a daily basis. Every day there's new people from all around the world coming here. Portugal, Italy, India, you name it, bro. The Caribbean, wherever. They're all coming here. So that's what? That's demand. So now property goes up, housing market goes up, mortgages goes up, just everything. So I don't think it's the place anymore. Like what, you know, people from third world countries would say, oh, let's go to the West. Let's go to America and Canada. Those days are done. That was like 1970, 1980, right? This is not the land of opportunities anymore. This is the land of, you know, pretty much raping people is what it is when it comes to the economy. That's what I would say. What the land of opportunities today is having a form of business that's internet related, digital business, where you could have an income that's USD, an income that's CAD, an income that's AUS or the English pound or euros, but you're probably living in a country that is a third world country and their currency isn't as strong. So now you're leveraging the US dollar or the Canadian dollar while you're not matching your expense with your income. And your income is a foreign currency that's valued at much more than the local currency. So you could leverage that dollar is what I'm saying. And that's what people are doing for the past like 8 years, you know. And that's the route I was going to take, you know, the crypto lifestyle, living around the world and doing my thing. I could easily do that. But then I got married. And then I got a mortgage. And then I got a kid. So now it went from the crypto lifestyle to the North American lifestyle, but still a crypto lifestyle in a sense. That's more like the digital nomad lifestyle. Crypto lifestyle is pretty much, you know, being fully invested into crypto, earning your crypto, and paying the bills with crypto, and working where you want, how you want, when you want. And that's what I pretty much do. So, yeah. And by the way, it was never like that for me. As you guys know, I worked in many different jobs. I told you guys this in the past. Sales, construction, corporate, warehouses. Done it all, bro. Done it all. But I took, you know, I betted on myself and I quit. And you could apply this to anything you want. I'm not saying quit your job, guys, because getting a paycheck, it's a privilege in this day and world that we live in right now. Okay, this day and age that we live in right now, especially with Corona and all this kind of shit. To get a guaranteed paycheck, it's pretty solid, right? Working for yourself, however, it's far more liberating. So whatever you're into, right? If it's not your day job and your interests are other things outside of crypto, it doesn't have to be crypto. But if you could bet on yourself and drop what you're doing to go pursue your real dreams, you know, you can't knock yourself for that, even if you attain that goal or not. Because at the end of the night, you can look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I went after it. I got it out of the mud is what we call that over here. You know, you're stuck in the mud, but you got it out of the mud and you went for yours, right? And that's what it comes down to. Did you chase after it? Did you try? Governance, bro. Yeah, that's right. You're talking about Tango. Yeah. Shit is a no-brainer, friend. Yes, sir. Okay, I'm all the way back up there. TCL DAO. TCL DAO is way to go, man. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Crypto Pete says, yo, Francis, a little late today. Trying to catch up. Good morning, bro. Good morning, my brother. Yeah, so you can rewind it back. Fit says your own class is nice. Did you know about Lentry project? No, sir, I didn't. Sorry, missed the deeper network news. Is there a pre-sale? Yeah, well, you missed the pre-sale too. We actually had a pre-sale about what, 2 weeks ago, guys? I believe it was. Yeah. Okay, so Crypto Space asks if we were to get into pre-sales by ourselves, we would spend so much money and may not be able to pick winners. Thanks, Francis. Oh, you're the man. Yeah, no, I appreciate you for saying that. Thank you. Yeah. You know, this is why I try to do it, right? Like that idiot who says I dump on people. I just don't know how that's possible when you guys are getting it at the same price as me, and when I'm vested just as long as you guys. You know, that's when that's somebody who's just very ignorant. And they're butthurt because they, you know, they can't profit in this space because they say stupid shit like that. It shows how big their brain is, right? So, Yeah. People like that will always lose money. People like that will always get wrecked. People like that will always come and comment on successful investors' channels and talk shit because they're either jealous or they're salty, you know? And I don't do this to show off. If I'm showing off anything, I'm not showing off my gains. I'm showing off how much I share the wealth with people. That's what I show off on this channel. You know, how much I share with people getting in at the same price as me, the best price as me before the results are out. Who else on YouTube do you know does this shit? Please, tell me right now. I want to know now. Who on YouTube not only picks fire pre-sales that does at least 10x consistently again and again and again? That in itself should be amazing. Like, yo, this guy track record is amazing, bro. 147x, 16x, 10x. Okay, that's only 3 times, but fuck, he did it like 15 times now. Okay, that should be cool in itself. But what's even cooler is, not only am I telling you guys about this, but I'm inviting y'all. Hey, y'all want to come along for the ride? Check out this project. I got 200,000 allocation, 250 allocation, same price as me, same round as me. That's what I'm showing off here on this channel. Do you know anybody who's doing any one of those 2 things? I don't think so. So that guy could go eat a dick. He could go eat a dick. What do we got here? It's the crypto lifestyle, baby, Sam says. Indicators, big hairy balls. Hey, you gotta have that too, bro. You gotta have that too. Pamp the likes. Wise buying the dip, hey? There you go. There you go. Pre-sale for dummies. Okay, so Adam says, white paper on Shadows Network sounds interesting. Any thoughts? Wow, you guys are all over the place with these pre-sales, eh? I don't know. Never heard of them. Never heard of them. So, one thing I want to say as well, people in my chat, you know, a lot of them, they want to contribute to the research process, and that's fine and everything, but we got that under wraps, guys, for now, you know, so just, just stay tight there. Sit tight and let's see what happens. Things will come. Just give it some time. I appreciate you wanting to contribute, but we got that covered. You know the saying goes, don't try this at home. Leave that up to the experts, okay? Leave it to the experts, guys. Francis, maybe you missed it, but what are your thoughts on Unistake as you made a video about them before? Yeah. I don't know, bro. But what I could say about Unistake is this. When that video came out, okay, yeah, they have their initial product or platform for staking, and that was great and everything. But the real thing was supposed to come out much sooner than I expected. Sooner than I thought, rather. You know, and it took them like what? Like 3 months, maybe? 4 months almost, is it? A quarter of, was quarterly to come out with a second product? Is it still coming out? I'm out of touch in what they're doing. It's like, if you look at the price of Bitcoin and Ethereum, when Unistake pre-sale came out, which was 3 months ago, to where it is right now, you can make the argument that we went through 3 bull runs since. And I'm not about to wait for any motherfucking project for 3 months to launch a product. You know what I'm saying? So I went on to about 20 other projects that made us 10x, 5x, 16x, 100x. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. Like, is it a bad project? No, I'm not saying that. I think the devs are really smart people. I think the admins are really smart people, and they know what they want. But that's just one half of the spectrum. The other half is you got to be fast with this shit, bro. Else you're going to be irrelevant. That's all I'm saying. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not about to wait 3 months for something to launch when we just experienced, you know, arguably 3 bull runs within that time frame. So that's all I could say about that, man. I don't wait on projects, man. Yes, that's if you want to win, you don't learn. Good advice, Rigo says. Stas, what's up, buddy? Just hopped in to support. Can't stay though. Oh, man, I appreciate you. Thank you. Legend says, Volume 1. Even in pandemic, a crypto can make you rich. There you go. There you go. Maybe more people are running to crypto due to that. Cop up data. Frapp says, for the people that are asking how to get deeper network tokens, they probably will hold a public sale soon. Yeah, that's true. So they might go to Polka Starter. Hey, maybe I'll talk to them and tell them to go to Duck DAO's or Duck Starter if there's any room available. If Duck is open to that and if Deeper's open to that, why not, right? That'll be pretty cool. Ronnie says, exactly, bro. When you lose money in crypto, it's like educational value that you would pay for a college that will take 5 years. That happened to me. There you go. You know what's up? And that's the experience that you endured and the lessons you've learned. And that's what makes you grow in this space, right? It's not looking at, you know, your favorite YouTuber or nothing like that. That guy's just talking about his own experience or maybe just talking shit, you know? So you got to go by your own experience, man. Gustavo says it's effing cold. Yes, it is. Today is. You're in Montreal. That's right. I think, right? Montreal? Buy Reef, guys. In the only Polka scammer project is right now. That's not a scam. Polka scammer project. Well, there's a lot of projects out there trying to use the word polka in it for marketing, you know, so he's right in that regard. But it's very easy to tell if a project is a scam when it comes to Polkadot or not, right? And I'll tell you guys what to do. You go to the Web3 Grant website and you go to the Substrate Builders Program website and see if they're listed, right? And just because they're not listed does not mean that they're a scam as well, because they could be in the process of getting this grant, so they won't be listed just then. Okay, so that's a nice little tip there for you guys to go by. That's what I go by. What's up, man? M3N, you're always active in my Telegram chat, bro. I owe you money. So what does he say here? Kanda, so cold. That's why you keep your balls hairy. Yeah. Look at this, guys. This is my hat. This is literally my hat that I gotta wear in the winter, like that. I just turned into, what's it? Crypto Sergey. Crypto Sergey is in the house. But yeah, this shit keeps me warm. I don't give a crap what anybody says. Hey, man, don't worry. No animals was harmed in this. No raccoons. No foxes. Nothing like that. We got a super chat, $9.99 from Pasalawara. Hey, TCL, do you think it's a good idea to start YouTube channel in 2021? And when next are you headed Jamaica? Take care, boss, man. Yo, bro. Dude, I want to go back to Jamaica. I was in the Royalton in 2018, celebrating my 1-year anniversary with my wife and my daughter. Man, it was a really, really good time there. Yes, to answer your question, thank you for the super chat, guys. But as I said, please, guys, it's okay. You don't have to tip me. You don't have to tip me. I really appreciate it. But I mean what I say as well. Please don't tip me. Let's put that money to, you know, to some sort of donations or something for people who need it more than me. So yes, I think it's a perfect time to start a crypto YouTube channel right now, because, you know, there's a lot of people coming to the space and they want to learn. And I think the interest has spiked twice as much since 2017. So it's the perfect time for anybody to start a crypto channel. And, you know, you don't got to look a special way. You don't have to talk a special way. You just got to be yourself. And you just gotta share with other people. What is YouTube? It's a P2P sort of like, you know, platform, right? You know, it's average people just on there talking about whatever, whether that's tutorials, that's educational, that's entertainment, whatever. So just be yourself, hop on. They don't need another crypto lifestyle. They already have me. They might need another, what's your name? Yeah, another Pasalwa, right? Or a Pasalwa, because it's only you. So just be yourself, man, and share with people what you've learned and provide them value, right? There's too many people giving opinions out there. Opinions. What's an opinion? It's just a projection. I like to come with real data, with real money, with real numbers, with real facts. That's what separates me from many, right? So, yeah. You know, like when you talk about Bitcoin price, that's an opinion. That's not a fact. We want facts here. Facts gives more value than opinions, right? Why that same account that you're using right now, Pasalwa, just press the record button or the upload video button, or maybe you don't have the live button as yet, and that's all you got to do. Just like how you asked that question, that same account, go live. That same account, upload a video. It starts with just pressing the record button, bro. And I would recommend people doing that for sure. Legend says, guys, let's hit those like and share the channel. Let other people gain knowledge. People need crypto in their lives, and Francis is our savior. Hooray. Oh man, I sound like if I'm Jesus Christ over here. Nah. I'm just being myself, man. You know, call me a rat, whatever it is. I just like to share information with people that I think could provide value to them, especially right now. People are depressed. People are lost. They don't know where the next paycheck's coming from. They don't know, you know, they got laid off. God knows how long this shit's going to be. This thing just might now be getting started. And this might be something that we experience for the next year or 2 or 3. Who freaking knows? Who knows what the government really has planned, right? Let me in for the next pre-sale, broski. Yeah, so how I would do it is I would actually do it like this. So the guys in my Telegram chat, they're going to get in, right? And then I should save something for the YouTube, my other community members that are on YouTube who didn't make it in the chat, because at the end of the day, the majority of people are on my YouTube channel, not so much in my Telegram chat. So again, like I say, my subscribers are always on my mind, and you know, yeah, I definitely gotta, you know, when I'm negotiating a size of allocation, it's always thinking about you guys, right? So we did a little poll today, not today rather, about 2 days ago, about how much people wanted to invest, if they're interested in it, blah, 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 blah. And so far so good. The interest is there. And definitely I would be introducing that to the people who are on the YouTube channel and not in the chat. Okay. Bro, when we will enter into NFT projects? I wish we can have a T-cell NFT for some tech guys. Yeah. So, I mean, I could do that. But you know what, guys? I'll be honest. NFT, like, look, wherever the market is, that's cool. But NFTs is all right. It's not something that really interests me immensely. You know, I know some people love it, but I think the people that are on my channel, they're not so much into the NFT aspect. So it's something that I don't think I'm going to really cover as much. Now, if that's something you're interested in, you might want to go to Bondley's Telegram chat, because I know they love NFTs over there. They are the NFT people over there, so you can check them out. I love when you speak just straight from the truth. I think I do that just in every video. You know, some of the videos that I upload might be just better prepared, but it's all off of the top of my dome. I don't got nobody writing anything for me. You know, like some people say, my research team. I got my research team who gets people into a lots of, you know what, but it's just really myself. And don't get me wrong, I got my boy MK, he helps me out a lot. Doran, my admin, Citizen, Dev, Frap, you know, Ilya, Alter Ego, all those guys. You know, who else am I missing out there? You know, a lot of people are helping. Luigi, can't forget Luigi. You know, everybody's helping me out. So it's come to the point where, you know, I do need some help. So yeah, I can't take all the credit. So right now, yeah, I got a nice little team going on. We got a nice little workflow. Everybody has their role and they're doing really good. And Chris, CA as well. Chris, if you're watching. TCL can't be bought. You guys know that. I'm in the UP. It is effing cold. UP. You're in the UP? Where's that? UP is where? What does UP stand for? Any thoughts on Robonomics? Yeah, Robonomics. I don't have much like deep insights on it, just because it wasn't one of the projects that I personally deep dived on. But I think they have a good shot of getting a slot as well. Right? Any one of the first movers, especially those who got the first wave Web3 grant, they are most likely inclined. It comes down to two things, guys. For them to get this grant, or sorry, not grant, for them to get a parachain slot, it comes down to two things: their development and the community that backed them. Meaning for Akala, if you give them the dots, how much dots were acquired. For Karura, how much Kusamas was acquired, and the development in that, and the significance of what they're trying to build. You know, and what Polkadot really loves, guys, pay very close attention to this. What Gavin Wood really likes, he likes to see a project being bridged to somewhere. So if there's a project building something, how are they bridging another sort of gateway into the Polkadot space? So say, for example, if they could bridge Ethereum ERC20 tokens into Polkadot, that's cool. If they could bridge some sort of like, you know, I don't know, centralized companies in the real world into crypto, into Polkadot somehow. Bridge stable coins into the Polkadot. right? That's what they really like as well. So you might want to look out for that. Okay, projects that could bridge some sort of other, not industry, but another sort of like feature, so to speak, into Polkadot, right? Because remember, it's interoperable, so it can connect to other sort of networks that isn't compatible, and that's what it's all about. That's what they like, because that's going to grow the overall ecosystem. TCL, you are 100% correct. Brother Spider, what? Brother Spider DAO, I believe. Thoughts, especially with today's new announcement. I don't know what the new announcement is. Okay, so Spider DAO is something that me and my board were looking into months ago. It's a project that we didn't want to go into just because we thought Deeper Network will have much more of a use case. They already are well prepared. They already have a strong demand, and it's either, if I have to choose Spider DAO or Deeper Network, it's a no-brainer. It's Deeper Network all day long, right? It's all about Deeper Network because of those reasons I just mentioned. The people in China, they already have 2 previous models. They had a successful campaign to raise funding for their physical product. It's just overall better, man. So, I wish Spider DAO luck and everything. They're a legit project. And, but for me, if I had to choose from an investing standpoint, I'm going with Deeper Network. Okay, what do we got here? It looks warm, Alex says. Yeah, trust me, bro, it's not. You can't see it. There's snow on the ground there. Maybe you could see it. And the windows are pretty frosted, so. Okay, hello TCL. Did you ever look at Earth ships or what? Pre-maculture. This is an extra level of financial freedom. Have a nice day. That sounds like some alien stuff right there. Like some sort of like new game or dApp that launched on Tron. I don't know, bro. I've never heard of it, but I don't want to be ignorant and not do any research. Just ask Crypto Mavic. What's up, bro? See, such a selfless guy. Okay, Crypto Mavic, we're boys, and I can make these types of jokes with friends. So just ask my main man, Crypto Mavic, a big Bitcoin trader in this space for the past 3 years. Crypto Mavic has no Bitcoin because he overtraded his Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to be like Crypto Mavic, okay? However, Crypto Mavic, since he has endured this experience and these lessons, because what did we say? You learn from losses and failures, which gives you better experience to better yourself to be successful. But if you succeed, you don't want to learn anything. So just ask Crypto Mavic. How did that training go for you, Crypto Mavic? And it's okay. This is something that we need to discuss, and people can learn from this. Crypto Mavic's been trading for about 2-3 years, and I'm sure Crypto Mavic doesn't have much to any BTC. It's because don't look at the smaller percentages. We are looking at our perspective on Bitcoin is long term. Let it go up, let it go down. I don't care. When it goes up, it's great for us. When it goes down, it's great for us. Why? Because we just buy a bit more every single time. If it goes back down 20K, even better. Just buy a bit more. Because I think we all could agree the overall consensus is Bitcoin is a store of value that's long term, right? If you're using it for a medium of exchange that could meet your living expenses, and that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. I know how it is. That's what I've been doing for some time. You just got to have your bankroll management in play. Okay. I live in Jamaica too. Yeah. So I was in where was that? Montego Bay. Montego Bay, man. I love it over there. The water is freaking nice. Yeah, my sister got married in Jamaica. Right on, J-Par. Okay, Danny, I'm gonna stop by coming from Denver, so I expect the best. Legit YouTuber TCL, thank you. TCL, you missed one super chat or chat? Did I? Shoot. I don't see it. Cool, man. Georgie says, cool, man. I am learning a lot from your channel. The shit is international. Thank you. TCL, the life changer. What do we got here? Greenman says he's in both. Miles says, hello. What's up, Miles? How do we get into your TG chat? I've already answered that. It's closed right now. It will be open at a later date that I would announce. Crypto Mavic, he took me 3 years to get into his Telegram. It's true. Well, hey, you're in now, right? You're in now, so I don't feel too bad about that anymore. um, so grateful to be part of this community. You're most welcome. Bondly holding NFT sale today for both Bridge Mutual and Kylan Network. That's cool. That's cool. Plan to sell at, well, at 5,000. What do you think? Plan to sell what? Your Ethereum at 5,000? It's up to you, man. I mean, it's up to you, right? It depends on how much money you have and when you invested, and taking profits. Nothing is wrong with that. If that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. But I'll tell you this much: there were people who got into Bitcoin in the early phases, and I think you're talking about Ethereum, obviously. But I know there was people who got into Bitcoin in the early phases, and it was like it went to $100, and they're like, ah, man, I'm gonna sell. And then, later on, Bitcoin went to like $200. It was like, whoa, it just doubled. Then it went to 500, 1,000, 10K, 20K, 40K. You know what I mean? And what's going to happen at $100,000, $50,000, 80,000? People are going to say, all right, I'm going to sell. And if that's what you want to do, go ahead. But for me, it's like, I just see Bitcoin as, digital real estate, digital gold. And it's something that's more and more people are going to come to over the course of a few months, a few years, right? And the value is just going to go up. So for me, I think it's very early. Yeah, obviously sell if you got it, some emergency comes up, but I'm keeping it as a store of value. I don't give a shit if it goes down to 10K. I am not trading my units of BTC. Nobody can predict anything. So, and it takes away a lot of, headache and heartache as well. You wanted to trade, you're spending all this time in front of the computer. FUD news comes out, the market crashes, your TA can't save you when it comes to that. You're spending 15 to 20 hours a day in front of the computer. The wife is yelling at you, you got a kid. It ruins your relationships, it ruins your social life. And at the end of the day, it still doesn't guarantee you're going to make that money. And if you do make that little money, you're exposed to taxable events. It just doesn't make no sense. Stop being little kids, guys, if you're trading your Bitcoin. Be a grown man with what? With BHB. All right? In your opinion, do you believe Bitcoin will drop again or it'll keep rising from this point? So again, I don't care what Bitcoin's doing right now. I care about it, long-term perspective. So I don't get into price speculation. That's not what this channel is about. There's a lot of people doing that on their YouTube channels. Go ahead. That's projections. That's opinions. Nobody knows, bro. That shit's so freaking there's no value in that, man. It's all bullshit. Jargon terms, bro. Jargon friggin' technical terms. That sounds cool. Sounds, professional and all this shit, but they don't know crap. Okay? They just know how to talk a lot of good shit. That's it. Hello from Montreal. Word up, bro. TCL, any thoughts or insights on Euler? Fuck, man, I heard of that one. I heard of Euler, bro. Who the hell told me about Euler? Yeah, sorry, bro. It does ring a bell, though. Any thoughts on Wise? Yeah, sure. Let's talk about Wise, man. I gotta make a nice Wise video, which I would. You guys want to come for a ride? I'm gonna go buy some more coffee. It's all good if you don't want to be here. You can do what you want. But I will. Oh, shit, where's my wallet? You gotta have that fiat still. Just to buy your coffee, that's about it. the only time I spend fiat is when I gotta pay bills or buy coffee. Okay, so let's go for a little ride. I'm gonna go back to the coffee store. Then I'm gonna go head to the mountains and we'll call it a stream. Okay, so what was your question about Wise? Yeah, so for me personally, Wise, as I told you guys, think about Wise. Wise is a 1-year thing for me. It's a long-term thing for me, right? So I think it's the price is at about what, 45 cents, which is still 3x. Any project, guys, any project that launches and it's holding above 3x, very firm, very sustainable, right? It's sustaining that price. To me, that's a big win in itself. And I'll be completely honest with y'all, I wasn't expecting Wise to do as good as it did already within the first, what is it, not even a month? 3.5 weeks, 3 weeks? I wasn't expecting that. And that's why I said 1 year. And I think it went to 95 cents, right? And it's at about 45 cents. So to answer your question, my perspective, my sentiment on Wise has remained the same. It has not changed. As a matter of fact, to me, in my mind, it exceeded my initial expectations, right? Because, you know, that's why I gave it a year to do 100x. And the thing with Wise, the 100x is not only within the price, because what do you get with Wise? You get interest, you get more Wise tokens, right? And the inflation goes back to those people as well. So it has a lot to do with the unit value, the multiplier effect with the units and the price. You know what I'm saying? So again, if we look at previous projects very similar that falls under the same category as Wise, and Wise is not so much a staking platform, which it is, but it's not like your regular staking platform. They got some other let's call it features that goes into consideration compared to your traditional staking platforms out there, where you get like an APY per year and that's it, right? So Wise has other things you got to be accounted for, and that's what makes it cool. So to answer your question, I mean, my outlook on Wise, yeah, I think it exceeded initial expectations. Some people might think differently. I think a lot of people, since it had a really good token launch from the token price perspective, it has given people's expectations now has gone up. So they expect Wise now should be at like $1 right now because of the great start and launch it had. Now, at the end of the day, you got to look at its mass liquidity. And we got like, what, $100 million, $98 million in there, you know, to launch with, bro? That's freaking amazing. So that should attract some whales if they understand the project. And yeah, I think I've done my part, and I got to make another update video on it, and I'll definitely compare Wise to your traditional blockchain CD. Oh, it's not blockchain. Your typical certificate of deposit, the traditional way, right? In the banks. And I think people will start to get it a little bit better then, because, you know, when they talk about, oh, locking up your tokens for a year, oh, it's staking, oh, it's this, is that, like, there's not enough education in this space about centralization versus DeFi, right? So people don't understand that Wise is 100% decentralized. And again, like what I said in previous live streams, it doesn't matter what my opinion says. It doesn't matter what another YouTuber's opinion will say, right? Or Peter, right? Because it's trustless, it's in the code. Go get an auditor. If you don't know Solidity, I don't know it, pay your little 2,000, 5,000, whatever it is. If you really want to know, you know, if you want to fund the project, you know, get an auditing company to say differently, and then guess what will happen? He can't say differently because the proof is in the pudding, it's in the code. So it don't matter what I see, what other people say, and that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And just finish up here on Wise, it's doing what I expected to do. I actually exceeded my expectations, and that's why I said 1 year. That's very important for you guys to understand. It's not even been 1 month. Okay, chill. So that's what I would say about that, bro. That's all I got for you there. I think Peter's doing some great work in terms of, you know, he's trying to give out the right information. He's trucking along. He's making those daily videos, and or maybe I think he cut down. But at the end of the day, that's all we can really do, you know. And let's just see what happens. But yeah, going back to what I said about the past projects that are likewise, they didn't really start to pop up until the 4th month, right? The 3rd, 4th, 5th, well, not even 3rd, the 4th month, the 6th month. A lot of them reached their first sort of like new all-time high in terms of resistance, right? Oh, sorry, in terms of support rather. Okay, and then it really started to explode within, like, you know, month 10, and that's why I was giving Wise 1 year based off of projects that has a similar design and makeup to it, and that's where my perspective stays with Wise. You know, if you look at most of my investments, guys, they are mainly long term. Sure, there are some projects we could get into and we could make some money initially, and that might be the best time to take profits, and I'm not forcing anybody not to take profits. Hey, bro, if that's what you got to do, man, that's what you got to do. You know, everybody's bankroll and cash flow is different, so I ain't gonna knock nobody if they got to dump their shit. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. So yeah, that's where I stand there. Oh yeah, energy token, I have not looked into it, but it's solid. I know they are Web3. They're also a Substrate Builders Program token. Double dipped on the deeper with with Dirty Crypto. Shit, yo, that's funny. Yeah, Dirty Crypto got some allocation. Good for him, man. I like to see, you know, the smaller YouTubers hustling, you know? And like, you know, a couple of people messaged me and they're like, oh man, dude, how could you, you know, what do you think of the Dirty Crypto and other people potentially doing the same thing as you, like with deeper networks allocation? I'm like, what, bro? You know, good for him. What? why should I be upset about that? Why should I be jealous, right? It's like what I told this guy. I was like, if you work for a company, you'll work for a company, and then when somebody quits, that's been with the company for, say, 2 years or whatever it is, all the other people in the company start talking shit about him. They go, oh yeah, he went for another job. Well, why would you be jealous or upset at somebody trying to better their life? Why? So that's how I see like guys like Dirty Crypto. If they can get allocation, freaking right, man, good for them. Let them do their thing. They're providing you guys value too, right? So I'm all for that. And that's where I stand with that much, with Dirty Crypto doing his thing, man. It's all gravy. It's all gravy, man. So, it's not like if he's talking about Bitcoin price, that's just lame. I would have to message him and, give him a little pep talk on that. But yeah, he's a smart kid, man. He's very knowledgeable with Wise, and yeah, man, he's leveling up and he's providing value, and that's what it comes down to, providing value. And I see Dirty Crypto doing exactly that. I'm about to pull up into the coffee drive-through called Tim Hortons. Are you guys appreciating the live stream? Are you appreciating me spending time with my community? Let me know in the live chat right now. Okay, as I enter this drive-through, I would look at the next comment. I overtraded too. It's okay, bro. Look, listen, when you hear me talk of like saying, oh, you're so effing dumb, you're so effing stupid, that rage and that anger is going out to the people on YouTube saying these things, not you. Hello? Yeah, so it's really going out to the people on YouTube who are influencing people to do these things. And hey, again, what did I say? From these sort of experiences, you're going to learn from it. And that's the best experience. Yeah, that's the best knowledge, is learning from your mistakes. Hello?
Hi, can you please hold? Thank you.
Sure. Looks like... Yeah, can I get an extra large coffee, 2 cream, please?
That's everything?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. It's all good, bro. When I first got into this space, that's what, I was about that too. But I just realized very, very, very fast, nah, this is not how you live your life day to day, bro. It's all marketing at the end of the day, bro. Those guys are on the tube. Okay. And I'm always so far behind with this. Oh shit, yo, let me add you, bro. Citizen. Shoot. I'm gonna try to add you as a moderator, and you are, so you could kick whoever you feel, whatever you deem necessary. Preach, Francis. Yo, what's up, Crypto Guts? I see you. What's your thoughts on what? Shift chain on paid network? Yeah, paid network. We could talk about that. Man, I gotta get a video on a paid network, bro. I've done just a pre-sale video, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I think. Thank you. It's okay. It's okay, don't worry, keep the change. It's only fiat. I gave her $5 and the coffee came to $2. Keep that change. It's only going to go down from here. Every second it's going down, so you can keep that shit. Okay, so paid network, as I drive back to my little meditative Zoom spot. Yeah, so paid network is really, really good project in terms of what they're trying to build and in terms of the team behind it. So if you guys don't know by now, the CEO is Kyle Chasse, and Kyle Chasse is a guy that is the CEO of Master Ventures. Okay, he is a well-respected person in this space. He is very much so connected, and he's a businessman. And when you combine all those 3 things together, more times out of 10, you get a very successful project. Okay, he's not a guy to be messed with. Go right now and Google the House of DAO. Okay, he's been in this space since I think it was like 2011 or something ridiculous. He has this physical sort of blockchain, let's call it business, in Thailand, and it's pretty much for digital nomads and of all walks of life. Single people, people with kids and families, and they go over there if they got this sort of like interest in blockchain tech. He has a space, it's very cheap, and they could stay there, and they just build their dream or whatever it is, whatever they want to contribute to this blockchain industry. And before I go on with the paid network, it's very important to note that this space, for the first time ever, it has the people in it first, before corporations, before government. And that's what makes this space so unique. Like Bitcoin, like cryptocurrencies, the currency is made by the government, it's owned by the government. You want to get into IPOs, depending on the level of the IPO, you have to be a venture capitalist. So that's the institutions getting in first. And then they go live on the stock market at like 10 times the price, and then we get in. So this is the beautiful thing of blockchain. It allows us to get in, first essentially, and then them. So roles is reversed, and that's why you might see on TV and on the news, they're all talking down about it, right? Because they're not in on it first, and they don't have as much control of it as they do with the centralized system. Now, paid network, I like it a lot because we all can agree, forget myself, right? But I could give myself as the first example. I have a business that works globally and internationally. And I gotta trust people on the other end of the world that they gotta send me, let's just say we're making a trade. Ethereum for Bitcoin, over the counter. Any sort of over the counter trade is similar to what Bondly's doing, but in my opinion, it's a little bit more sophisticated. And they're catering for this, where people who have global businesses, they could do some sort of, trade in a trustless way. And that's definitely where the direction of this, market is going, right? The trade market, the buy and sell market, the importing exporting market, whatever you want to call it. So that's definitely something that's going to be in demand, and that's why I like it, because of the actual project and the people behind the project who are proven, well recognized, awesome reputation businessmen. And those are the key elements that it needs and it takes to be successful. Now, if you're talking about the token standpoint, I know they recently changed certain vesting periods. I believe for a previous round, one of the earliest round, it was, I believe, every day you will get a tiny small percent for like 6 months or something like that. But now they have recently updated that to you get the initial stack on after 1 month. However, the majority of the people, they still have the same vesting periods. So vesting periods are very, very important as well, because to have something really successful too, it's all about public perception. So if the people see the token being dumped on day one, they're like, oh man, forget this. So vesting periods helps mitigate that risk and combat dumpage, right? So now you have a healthy token price that's gradually stabilizing and going up. That's also going to work wonders. And I think, for a man like Kyle Chasse, we shouldn't have to worry about those Mickey Mouse mistakes. You said here, I don't know about that token. Staking has a penalty if you end early, yo guys. So somebody showed me this with Wise. Somebody had a freaking 5-year stake. Okay, they had a 5-year stake and they exited that stake like, when was it? Last week. Oh my god, dude, do you know how much Wise tokens they lost? That's crazy. They probably lost like about 95%, if not more, of their Wise tokens. So again, it goes by people like, and they'll be happy to admit this, gladly admit this, that they're sheep. They'll be like, oh, I'm just a sheep. I just listen to what people say to invest in and I do it. And they don't actually do their research on, the repercussions of unstaking. And what's going on here? This guy stopped in the middle of the road to talk. But anyways, yeah. So I feel sorry for that person. Okay, we got here. Plus there are not enough whales to hurt the price. Exactly. To hurt the price at all. Very evenly distributed. And that's another reason why I liked Wise. It was a fair token launch, right? But I mean, like, that's old news, man. Everybody, well, not everybody knows this, I guess. The people already in Wise should know this. But I guess, people who spend little time investigating it, they don't know all these things. People who didn't get into the pre-sale, I was told they were flooding the price, saying that how it was dumb city and all this dumb shit, So whatever. It just comes down to they're trying to direct people to other projects that better serves their financial benefit, right? They already hold bags of it. Again, that's the problem here in this space. And I'm almost at my spot. How long have we been live streaming for? Oh my God, 1 hour and 33 minutes. This is crazy. So you guys can ask me some more questions, and I'm going to actually scroll down to the lower part of the chat, which will get me up to date. And then I got to go get some groceries, man. What about you guys? What are you guys up to for this this Friday morning or afternoon or nighttime, depending on what part of the world you're from? I got the wifey on my back, man. So once again, those who are now joining the live stream, if you're new to the channel, this is how I like to drop it sometimes. You know, wherever I'm at, I like to just press the live button and we just talk casually. Whatever's on my mind, whatever's on your mind, you guys can ask me. If you want to know about the Bitcoin investing versus trading, I highly recommend you rewind back to the beginning, because there was some really cool knowledge that I dropped for you guys there on why you should reconsider your thought process when it comes to trading BTC. Unless you are a sheik in the Middle East, in the UAE, in Saudi Arabia, and you could afford to speculate and gamble away your gold, your gold bars at the roulette table, then hey, this does not apply to you. But 99.9% of the people watching me on YouTube aren't, you know, the Iron Sheik of the Middle East, okay? Let's just say that. And we are back in the office, the mobile office, which is this spot. Ah! Alright guys, let me take this damn thing off. And I got another coffee for hour number 2. Oh shit. Can I get in trouble for that? For sure. I didn't mean to show their name, but you know, I think I can. But whatever. We got that BTC. Nothing BTC can't take care of, you know. A little what, $1,000 fine? It's all good. Okay. I just got my I just refueled on gas. Okay, let me just actually come all the way down here. Another super chat from him, Snow Driftwood. Hey man, how can I get into your Telegram group? I sent you messages on Telegram some time ago, but no response. Yeah. So, okay, let me just show you once again. And I've done this in my last live stream, and I'm going to do it again because, you know, chances are not everybody gets the same people in your previous live streams. So, take a look at this. That's my Telegram, brasky. I could do this probably for about an hour straight and it would not stop. Look at that. Boom! 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 It's not stopping! It's not stopping! Oh my god! So, oh my god! Oh my god! TCL, could you please answer my Telegram message, please, TCL? Well, bro, I can't, you know, go through 1,000+ messages. 10,000+ messages. So I'm not trying to ignore you. I just don't see it. And I'm pretty busy. So yeah, thank you for the super chat, guys. Once again, you guys kindly please stop tipping me. Okay, it's very nice of you. It's very appreciative. But we need to give that money to people who need it. Let's donate to some sort of, you know, build a school in Africa with Bitcoin fund or something. I don't know. Paxful is actually doing that. But yeah, that's how I would answer your super chat there. Nothing but love, brother. Right back at you, man. Big Kimma says, what? Let me take this off for a bit here. Big Kimma says, what? Oh, man, my eyes are glary now. Keep that change, bro. That's how we roll. Yeah. MDX up 100% today. You guess hate gains. Buy some. Okay, cool. Swapfolio, yeah, I think it's a cool project. I did briefly look into that some time back. Yeah, Swapfolio, it's okay. I mean, there's too much of the same shit going on, though. Andrea says, morning, Francis. You should think about a self-driving car. A Tesla? To be honest, guys, like, I could have 2 Teslas in my driveway right now. For me, I just bought this car 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. No, 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And I'm very content with it. It does its job. It drives me from A to B. A to B is like my house to this spot. I don't really go anywhere else. Maybe the grocery, maybe visit my mother. I don't work other than in my studio, which is in my house. So what? It's a great marketing scheme. Let me go, buy the Tesla, which, by the way, I earn with my own money and not with a Bybit link, right? And I could put on that persona for you guys, but it's too much of that fake shit on YouTube. But no, you're right. I actually need it, a self-driving car, if I'm going to be live streaming like that. But that was just like a 2-minute drive. But and again, I'm not saying don't reward yourself, but don't try it. Like what I said in my last live stream. Poor people pretend to look rich, right? Poor people want to look rich, and rich people, well, they just get rich. They don't gotta, showcase that to the world, right? So that's what we're doing here on this channel. I mean, like you guys literally see the money that I make on YouTube, at least for the past 6 months. It was crazy when I added liquidity and I made $40,000 with base protocol. It was crazy, 100x with base protocol, 16x with pools, 15x with Bondly, 10x with Duck. Like I mean, do the math, guys. I mean, I could have 2 Teslas on my driveway and pose up with it, like if I'm some rich guy. But why do that? That's not giving you guys the right picture, So. Keep your ass on the road. I'm gonna cut your ass, boy. Nah, my eyes are always on the road, bro. You know what? I don't need this now. It's too dark. Ooh. What is your boxing match with Superwoman? Please, bro. Please. This guy don't want this smoke. Nobody wants this TCL smoke. That real shit. Nobody wants this real shit. They don't want that smoke, that TCL smoke. Thanks for the videos, bro. You are most welcome, brother. Most welcome. You know like that emoji? This one? You're most welcome. Driving and listening to you. Top knowledge you share. Are you driving and listening to me as I drive and speak to you guys? Have a great weekend, broski. You too. Okay, besides KSM XOR dot, do you say it loud because it will pump? What? Beside Kusama, Sora, Polka dot, do say too loud because it will pump? Beside, I don't understand the question. Beside those coins, what else would pump? Again, man, I just think there's a lot of different variables that goes into this. First of all, you got to do your research on a particular coin before you make any sort of opinion on if it's going to pump. So my research has been focused on parachains, Polkadot ecosystem. So that's all I could really comment on. I mean, I could give you some insights on something, but it's just ignorant, because if I didn't do my research on it, it's just an opinion. So it's stupid. So I'm just going to stick with that. Stick with the parachains. They have a much more likelihood of pumping than any other coin that's about to, pump or go live, or whatever you want to call it, already exists on the market. You just need to know what's going to happen within the next 3 months and invest into it. And that's why we got DOT at $3.80. That's why we got XOR at $54, right? Kusama at $14, $12 to $14 I got it. Not because the price was going to go up, which we knew what was going to happen, but we knew we could use those tokens to get us more valuable parachain tokens, or coins rather. Okay, and that's why we scooped them up for cheap, so we could submit it into the parachain. It's all a strategy here on this channel. Every single thing is strategic. What we do here on this channel is not only just for the price gains. That's certainly a big part of it, but it's not the entire, doesn't make up the entire part of what we do here. From A to B. What's up, FB Crypto? What kind of car do you drive? So I told you guys this about 3 times already. I drive a 2018 Honda CR-V. Why? I don't like to be on the front page. Why? Cars are depreciating assets, right? People are going to be broke. Look at 50 Cent buying Lambos, matching his income with his expenses, right? You know what you got to do in this, not even this space, in this world, in this economy? You know what you got to do? People say, oh, live within your means. Nah, bro. You got to live below your means. True success is how much days you could survive moving forward, not how much depreciating assets you have today. Long gone are the days where a house is not even an asset anymore. It's not, because when you get a mortgage, You're forking out money every single month. The dollar, people say, why is everything getting expensive? Well, it's not that everything's getting expensive. Your dollar is just devaluing, right? And so is your car. So why would you go and you buy a fucking Lambo? You dumb fucks. Fucking dumb fucks. It just shows their immaturity when it comes to how money works. Unless they just know they can always, get people to use these gambling links to generate them more funds, then, that's what they do. But I'm just here to tell you guys, man, live below your means and you would laugh later. I'll give you guys an example. So I always give examples too, right? I just don't say it. So here's an example, a real true story, okay? Before we probably close down this live stream in a bit, I will scroll down because I think, we got some more questions there. So people want to talk shit about China. They want to talk shit about Chinese people. But when you look at China, China is probably going to be the superpower of the world. Why? Oh, they can only have one kid. Oh, China this, China that. Oh, well, America owes China a shit ton of money. China is far more advanced economically than any country in the world. Their dollar is going to be the #1 dollar in the world. They already are on the forefront of a digital currency, okay? So China is way ahead of the game. And Chinese people are economists. They know how to work an economy. They're very smart with money. And here's my example, okay? There's a Chinese guy that I know. He drives a 1989 Honda Accord, okay? The freaking light at the back doesn't even work. He has one freaking indicator. You see this guy, those Chinese like wife beater vests they got, the white vests with the lines going down. This guy's, all you see all the time, he's wearing his wife beater vest. He lives on top of a plaza, right? In a room on top of a plaza that has a McDonald's. It has a veterinary, some vet, like a hospital for animals, a coffee shop, and some stores. And guess what though? That motherfucker owns that plaza, bro. Okay, he looks poor, but he's really rich. What do I say? Poor people want to look rich, but rich people like that Chinaman, like myself, and like people that I have in my inner circle, we just get rich. We don't gotta show it. We don't gotta purchase depreciating assets to make ourselves look cool. That's like when you're probably 18 years old, you do that bullshit. But then you grow up and you learn. Okay, that guy's a millionaire wearing the same fucking vest almost. It's not the same vest, but he probably has 10 of the same vests that look this, like you buy a package of 3 of them, right? So it's the same looking vest, but different, different ones. Anyhow, but the moral of the story is you live under your means, not within your means. Okay, you don't match your income with your expenses. You're asking to go broke. You live under your means, and how much days could you survive moving forward? And you got to understand how money works. Something they don't teach you in school. They teach you just how to get a job, how to be a modern day slave. And what happens? What's the problem with that whole sort of structure? Well, now you got competition thinking. You got a boss, you got a manager, you got a person with a higher paying job than you, and they feel like, they are entitled to certain things. They look down on other people. Like, I worked all the types of jobs, and, people above me, they used to look down on me. You got a small talk with them. Oh, have a good weekend. When you leave Fridays, you come back on Monday. Oh, how was your weekend? You know what I mean? And it just removes all this bullshit. But at the end of the day, what these people are who are getting paid more than you in your company, they're what? They're just a higher paid slave. That's all. They're still exchanging their time as much as you for 9 to 10 hours a day to make this bullshit paycheck, which is what? Which is money. And we all know money is going down by an alarming rate per year. So we are, we go to school to get in debt, to get jobs that reward us with a devaluing currency. Does that make any sense to you? Why would you want to store money or save money like what our parents would tell us to do? You don't do that. If you know you're losing purchasing power, why would you do that? Right? Again, it's not that everything's going, everything's going up. Oh, this house was once $300,000 and today it's worth $1.3 million. It's not that. It's that your dollar is going down or you're losing purchasing power. So the whole fucking system is just a mess. It's a mess, right? So what people need to look into is things like silver, gold, real estate, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polka, Kusama, shit like that, crypto, right? Those are real assets that for the most part are out of their control, their monetary control, their monetary system. The real estate is, but gold and silver and Bitcoin and crypto isn't. And that's what fascinates me the most. And that's the reality. And this type of talk, you're not going to hear this on any other crypto channel, because they're about like prices and all this opinionated bullshit. Not me. Okay, what do we got here? We're almost going for 2 hours, guys. Pretty cool. Yo, TCL converted 9% of my crypto to BTC so I can hold 1 BTC. Did I do the right thing? Okay, so I'm not a financial advisor. Who was that? That was Bilal. But if I were you, what I would say is, I think everybody's goal is to have 1 Bitcoin. And when you get caught up in over trading it, you're going to find yourself like, well, okay, I don't want to come across harsh, guys. Look, there's a time and place to trade if that's what you want to do, but don't have that make up as your entire portfolio. Have that make up as 10%, which is a lot of your portfolio. 10% is a lot, but still have that as 10%. Okay, if that's what you want to do, go ahead and do it. But my point is this: you don't want to be like some people that I've known that's been in this space before me for 6 years, and they don't even own any Bitcoin because they overtraded it, or they use it as a medium of exchange where it met their living expenses, right? Treat it more as a store of value. Respect it. Don't easily risk it for small term gains. Think of the long-term picture. Like if you were having that mentality today, this year, dude, earlier last year in 2020, Bitcoin was what, like 6K? And now it's what, 40K, 30K? What? You can't afford that shit as much as you once could earlier in the year. So those people woke up and they're like, oh my God, man, I just want to own 1 Bitcoin. When if they didn't overtrade it, they probably would have had an exponentially more like units of Bitcoin. Maybe 2, maybe 3, I don't know. But now they have none. And now to get that Bitcoin, it costs you what's 30K divided by 6? 6 grand, 30K, that's 5. Right? That's 5 times more it's going to cost them now. So don't get caught up in those small term games, man. Short term, small term, small percentages, whatever you want to call it. It's just not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. And you're going to get taxed like mad. You're exposed to taxable events. How does that make sense, bro? How does that make sense? It's like my car if it says 20 years old and I had 2 cameras and a vet. Big mistake. You see, and this is the thing. Once you acquire material things, whether that's a big mansion, and hey, look, dude, if you've earned enough money where you understand how money works, you understand cash flow, you understand risk to reward management, and you have enough money, I'm not saying don't go buy it out and all these things, but you need to understand how it works. Live below your means, then reward yourself later on, okay? Where you pretty much have that money working for you. You have that money creating more money, like I said in my last video. Have that Ethereum or Bitcoin or money making more babies, which is more money or Ethereum or Bitcoin, and then you repeat the process. Rinse and repeat that, okay? Feed the beast, which is the business. Reinvest back into the business. Scale it. Grow it. Never spend that. People who own a real estate, you know what they do? Rich families that own a real estate, they don't ever sell their house. They don't. They refinance their mortgage because now their asset, which is the land or the property, always goes up in value. Okay? That goes up. But if they sell it, they're exposed to what? Taxes, mass taxes, okay? And then they just lose their profit, and then they just got money sitting there. So what do you do with that? What's the better thing to do is you might want to refinance, and this is not financial advice, but this is the information that I submit to. You might want to refinance that home because now what? Your loan is what? Denominated in dollars. And we just went over that dollars, the value goes down every year. So now your real asset that you took a loan on or you borrowed against is going up while that loan that you denominated in dollars is going down over the course of that 5 years. So now it pays off itself, right? And that's what people are doing. So, and if you're at that point, then yeah, reward yourself with your own mansion. Reward yourself with the car that you like. But don't go spend, your capital on that. Your capital is there to make more money and more money and more money and more money. And that's what you guys need to really try to tap into, And that's the direction this channel is going into as well. All right. We're talking about some real big boy shit here who got some big hairy balls, as we said. One day Tim Hortons on for me. Right on. I shouldn't be drinking this, bro. There was a Corona case right down the road, to be honest. Thomas says, life-changing info here. I appreciate you for saying that. My dude, are you still in core? Yeah, to be honest, Ray, I can't leave core, right? Because your LP tokens are locked up. Although, actually, that's not true. That's not entirely true. I could take out my LP tokens and sell it on Bounce Finance. But I am, yeah, I am. To be honest, I think after Duck DAO, like Duck yield farming, that's my last yield farming project I would cover. I'm not interested in yield farming anymore. And I would still update people on Duck's yield farming, project. But yeah, I don't feel a desire to cover yield farming anymore. I think it was cool last year. Now it's like, we're on to Polkadot and Parachains, so I'm not going to cover it. I don't really have much updates for you in that regard. You might be able to update me, to be honest. Okay, so the Pleiadic Zone says, best thing about living under your means is you get to know true friends, people who don't judge based on what you're perceived to have, and allows you to cut out keeps on fading out, allows you to cut out the bad. Exactly, you see who your true friends are. And again, this philosophy, and thank you for that comment, by the way, this type of philosophy will not resonate with people because they're programmed and trained in the opposite way. Actually, is to go work and get a job and be a slave and work for a company and work for money, right? And that's why, like, if you look at it, why are so many people in debt? That's how the system is designed, to keep you in debt. But you know what debt helps the government. Because why? The fiat currency, they print so much a day, they're also in debt. And what does inflation help? Inflation helps debt. Okay? It does not help the people like us whose income, well, not me, but people like the average guy whose income is the dollar, or who has a savings account filled with dollars, or a 401k, which is the dollar. Doesn't help them, it helps the government. Why? Because when you have an inflated currency, the overall debt also decreases. And that's how they do that. And then we pay them taxes, and then that just solves their problems. But it doesn't solve our problem. So that's a very good good comment there. Thank you for that. MS, is it worth it? Is she worth it? I put my coin down and flip it up and reverse it. I like that one. What you have to ask yourself is it worth it? Is she worth it? Right on. Stack these sats. Exactamundo, guys. What's up, Alpha? How you doing? Okay. Bunasti Wise Connect. Bro. And you got a fucking Hex logo and you're saying that? Are you fucking dumb? Smarten the fuck up before you drop stupid shit, bro. Okay. And I think that's it. I have reached the last comment here. Can we get a sneak peek of the upcoming projects? Okay, yeah. So, okay, let's talk about that before I call this quits. So most certainly, yes. So there's one, I'm not going to say the name. This one is a super hardcore project, okay? It is a Polkadot project, okay? So here we go. There's levels to categorize this. But first of all, be honest with me. Did you guys appreciate us talking about the dollar, talking about its inflation, talking about why money's worthless, talking about not trying to look rich with depreciating assets? Because that has a direct connection and it correlates to what we're talking about here in the alternate economy, which is the decentralized economy, which is crypto. Do you guys understand that? You need to understand this shit. Okay, this is what makes crypto so special and gives us the option to have, to actually choose, right? Like, and I'll get to that in a second about the upcoming projects, but it's very similar to how we only had one media source, which was CNN, which was CSNBC, right? And then that's all everybody believed and listened to until YouTube alternate media came about and people had other perspectives that taught us these things, right? Like what I just went over. Right? So we have a new source of information instead of being reliant on one central source. That's what crypto is today. So I hope you appreciate that. And I hope you guys take the time out of your busy day, instead of learning on how to get into these gem projects, but learning what we just went over, because it's going to make you a much wiser individual than the average crypto investor. Okay? Now, the upcoming projects. So there's, as I said, I'm all about the Polkadot projects. The sun's coming out. So for me personally, there's ways to gauge and measure Polkadot projects, right? For one, is it a Polkadot project? That's one level. Number two, do they have their mainnet launch or a final project launch? Yeah, we kind of disconnected there for a bit. We're back, right? Did you guys, I hope you, we didn't get cut off what I was saying, but I'll repeat. So there's ways to measure Polkadot projects. Number one, is it a Polkadot project? Yes. Number two, do they got a mainnet? Do they have a product? Yes. Number three, do they have a Web3 grant? This is where it starts to get really good. Do they got a Web3 grant? Yes. Do they got something that's even better than a Web3 grant? It's called a Substrate Builders Program, which is a little bit better than a Web3 grant. Yes. This particular project is exactly that. This particular project has been developing for the past 2 years. This particular project, I have a great, I'm led to believe that it will be listed on some of the biggest exchanges. Okay, let's just leave it there. So this is one that I'm going to be talking to the actual project owner. I believe it's Monday, and we're going to take it from there. Okay, so I'm very, very pleased about this one. We can expect an allocation of, I would say, 250,000 at minimum. Okay, so in other words, there would be a significant or a sufficient amount to go around for everyone to dip their hands in. Now we're going to have to talk about the maximum caps and all these things, but that's about it. And that's one. And then obviously we're waiting for DuckDAO to see what they're going to do. You know, we're always fortunate to get allocation there. Me and the Ducks, we work very closely together in terms of these allocations. And yeah, let's see what happens there. I got something else up the pipeline with another individual. I'm not going to say the name. Should be a couple projects coming out of there. And then I got something lined up for next week, which is also a Web3 Foundation project that is massive. Massive. And bro, I got the projects of projects. That's, I ain't gonna say what this shit is, but this is gonna be the biggest thing that I ever covered since Polkadot, maybe. Seriously, it's like I can't say that. Like, this is massive. That's all I could say. This is a big deal, but this wouldn't happen for like the next 2 months. And that's all I'm leaving it at. So if you want to talk about the immediate future, yeah, we're going to be talking about the Substrate Program, Builders Program project that's been building for about 2 years, that we should have about 250K if everything goes well. So I shouldn't have really said it. It's about, I would say 95%, 90%, you know, the green light will come. Okay. Can we get a sneak peek? Sorry if I spam mistake. It's okay, bro. Okay, hold on. Super hardcore Polkadot project. Yo, bro. So even this immediate one is, but oh, bro. Dude, the one that I'm talking about within the next 2 months, guys, it's gonna blow your mind. It's going, like, even if I give you a hint, you guys are gonna catch on to it and go on, and then other marketers are gonna try to fucking, like, you know, tap into it and shit. So I'm not gonna say the name, man, but this one is crazy. Like, dude, crazy. I'll give you one more hint. About 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, this sort of very popular, one of the most popular platforms in the world was entering crypto, and they are connected to this particular Web3 project, guys. This is a big deal. Those videos will be out soon. Loved you. I love you too, Bilal. Let's hug. Thank you. 2 hours Iron Man style, bro. Dude, I could talk all day long, man. It's just that I gotta go get some groceries and all that stuff. Exactly. Locksmith said it best, bro. Acting rich attracts the IRS. No shit, bro. That's for losers, man. It's a losing game at the end. Oh, yo, what up, Pygos? Invest in assets that appreciate and not depreciate. Act like a bum, but really become a millionaire. No, that's exactly it. That's what it comes down to, man. Well said, man. Yes, some real knowledge, TCL. Appreciate the macro picture. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Right on. Wise, I see what you did there. Wiser, what did I do with Wise? What? We went over Wise in this live stream. Are you going in Key Tango? Yeah, looks kind of sketch, does it, eh? So again, as I told the people earlier, I did not really fully look into it. I know it's a governance token. I will probably revisit that today. Yeah, today I'll get myself educated on that because I was researching other stuff in regards to allocation from other projects. Key Tango, I would look into it for sure. But I would say this much. DuckDAO, the way they vet their projects, they make sure it's not a scam. They make sure that they got some sort of development progress, whether that's already a product or not, or it's something that's going to launch soon. So, you know, investing into DuckDAO projects are very safe just because they do a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of research and, you know, differentiating if it's a scam or not, because what? That's going to hurt them, right? That's not going to make them look bad, good rather. And for me personally, even if it's come from DuckDAO or not, I always do my own research. Like, people ask me, what YouTuber do I follow? I don't follow YouTubers, bro. Like that, crypto YouTubers. I don't. I go, if a project comes to surface, I'm not going to see what videos out there like a dumbass. I am going to go to the project's website, look at their white paper, look at the token economics, look at everything that I need to know, the numbers, then I make an opinion based off of that. I could care less if somebody says good or bad about it. The numbers and the information within that paper tells me what I need to know. Okay, if I do watch tubers, it's people like Robert Kawasaki, which isn't a YouTuber, but he has a channel, you know, Rich Dad Poor Dad. I watch people like, what's that guy's name? Gammon, guy's sick, and a couple other like older guys on the economy, you know, alternate economics, let's call them, so to speak. Okay, that's what I do. Smash that like button. Get allocations for everyone, Francis. Please, Francis, please. Well, you know, you can make us all happy. I'll try. I mean, like, again, I could always get allocation, but, you know, every day, but we don't want no shit project, right? So if we really want these top tier projects, we need to wait and be patient. Okay, guys? I don't see a white paper. Yeah. So again, I can't really comment on it, but thank you for telling me that because I need to, I need to fucking look into it myself, really. So I did kind of like scour through the Medium post. Okay, how about this? You guys want me to kind of like read the Medium post now or what? Let me know. And then we'll call that a day on this live stream. Streaming for about 2 hours. It's not sketch. It's listed on DuckDAO. So balls deep with balls deep. That was not a nice picture you just formed in my head, okay? Balls deep with the BHB. Pygo say, just know we're ready, bro. I hear ya. Sora. Okay, yeah, if you guys want to know about one of the most undervalued Polkadot projects that actually has a nice shot of becoming a parachain, it's exactly what that person just said. But they didn't say that, but they mentioned the project, Sora. Okay, Sora is ranked in the top 200, guys, in cryptocurrencies, when they're on the cusp and on the verge of making well, not the first, because I think Waves does have cross-chain capabilities, but they're limited, but nothing robust to the extent of what Polka Swap's going to do. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Polka Swap is not invented by Polkadot, okay, not by Gavin Wood. Polka Swap is invented by, what's his name? Sora Asu, the CEO or co-founder of the XOR or Sora network. And what that is Sora is going to be pretty much like the token Sora is going to be like what Ethereum is to Uniswap. You're going to need ETH every time you make a trade. Every time you buy, every time you sell, every time you add liquidity, you need Ethereum. Liquidity requires 50% of Ethereum, 50% of that other pairing, okay? When you buy, you need to pay gas in Ethereum. When you sell, you need to pay gas in Ethereum. The same is true for XOR. Like, I don't know how people don't see this shit coming. XOR, if they deliver this highly advertised, like everybody knows of Polka Swap, right? And that's another thing that gives them some sort of advantage over most projects is they are well known. Now, the only thing is can they deliver, right? Which I think they can. That guy, Asu, you take him very serious. He's well respected. He has an extreme, pristine reputation. So I'm not doubting him. I'm sure they will deliver, just a matter of time. When that comes, we can expect to see XOR fly like that's going to 5x from the price where it's at right now in the very near future. Okay, mark my words. Like when they launch and it's live within the next, within the first 2 months or less, it's going to 5x, which is going to put them at around the number 90 crypto by market cap. So it's extremely undervalued right now. And I don't like to use that term very loosely or lightly. This is undervalued. That is undervalued. No. XOR is extremely undervalued. Okay. If you just understand what I just said, and hopefully I painted a very clear picture for you. Yo, hodling 888 about to hit exchanges. So excited. Mind blown when you hype like that. Super. Insane information. Thank you, Francis. I appreciate you, Mira. M3N with the 100 emoji. Thanks, TCL. You the best. Thank you. Is there a community in Discord, Telegram, YouTube, and Telegram? But Telegram is locked off. Polka swap. Darwinia is fire. That's fire. I love Darwinia. Good to be here, TCL. Thank you for joining. Okay. What do we got here? What? It's Paralink. Okay. Celsius, Darwinia, very good projects. TCL Crypto Picks turn to gold. I would say this. I don't want to give away too much information, but as you guys know or may not know, lending platforms, not like BitConnect, but more so the centralized lending platforms, right? So right now we got centralized ones like BlockFi. We got what's the other one called there? Is it Celsius? I think Celsius does that too. And we got Nexo, one of the more popular ones, but they're extremely centralized. So we got Avi Lending, we got Compound. Those tokens are doing very well. So you know what your boy's looking out for? Them Polkadot lending ones, right? We're always one step ahead. So maybe I'm already in talks with one. Who knows? Let's bank that coin, bro. What up, Shy? Yo, up in the house. Inflation is the hidden fee. They don't take your currency. They take your Yep, exactly, bro. Those TCL stunners giving you the real vision. I'll always appreciate your transparency, man. Much respected. Thank you. XRT. Oh, Fala. Fala is going to do really well. Fala very well could be a parachain too. XR is a must-have, 1000%. Big Kimma says, bro, there is one more thing I want to learn from you. How to identify good projects. Yeah. Man, like, again, all I could say is I look at what the future is. You know, like last year, if you knew this big DeFi boom was going to happen, you would have prepared yourself to start researching about DeFi projects. Right now, it's like, oh, well, DeFi projects. It's like normal procedure. It's just mundane. But back then, it wasn't, right? So what's the future right now? It's cross-chain. It's Polkadot. So that's what you need to be looking at. That's a great starting point. And a good way to differentiate the scam ones that are just using Polka as, you know, in their like, Polka Twitter, no, not Polka, that's a bad example, but Polka chain or Polka whatever, Polka this, Polka that, you know, they could just be using that as a marketing sort of scheme, right? To gain recognition. So there are some scams involved. However, to mitigate that risk, I would recommend you guys checking out the Web3 Foundation website, and it has a list of projects. Once they're there, you know they're legit, and you could take it from there. You know, now getting into those pre-sales, it might, you know, involve you contributing to them somehow. You know, like one person said, hey man, it's easy for you to get in. You're a YouTuber. What, you think I was born with a YouTube channel, bro? You know? Like, and you don't gotta be a YouTuber. You could write Medium posts. You could have a Twitter account. You could have a YouTube account. I don't know. Whatever it is. Think, how could you add value? Maybe you could be, you know, a Telegram admin. I don't freaking know. How could you contribute other than money? That's what you got to come up with. And think outside of the box. That's all. That's what they're looking for right now. At least the real legit super special projects. You know, you can still get into pre-sales that probably will end up to be scams, pump and dumps, or unsuccessful. And we're not about that on this channel. Okay. Woohoo! First time seeing it live. Right on. Okay, guys. So, what else we got here? You're the best, bro. You're only the one that cares about his community. Thank you so much, Alpha, for saying that. That is what's up for Sheezy. Okay, so what we got here? Yeah, I laugh every 2 minutes with your speech. Yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't give a shit. I am who I am. What you see is what you get. Love me, hate me or not, I ain't gonna change for no more fool. All right. So anything else from you guys? Let me know. Let me know. Now is your time. I'll give it about 5 more minutes, 10 more minutes, and then I am off to the mountains. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly still. What do you think of Acro? I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, I keep seeing it pop up, but again, I'm not really looking into anything other than my niche, which is going to be the polka dot, and obviously, these ductile projects coming out. Why fix it if it's not broken, kind of thing. It's been treating us really good. Yo, what's up? Who's that? Oh, Mice Elf. I thought that is Triple M, isn't it? Yo, what's good, my dude? Here, where are you originally from, and what brought you to Canada? Great question. So, I am originally from the Caribbean, a very tiny island called Trinidad. I'm originally from Trinidad, so you might hear my accent come out every now and then, depending on the type of word that I am pronouncing. Yeah, what made me come here? It was pretty much my parents. I was young. I came to Canada when I was about 11, and they're all about this. Migrate to the land of freedom, this land of opportunities. You could get a great job, work for a big company and get paid in dollars, right? So that's the outdated sort of system. So I didn't really have a choice. I came because of my mother, and I've learned on my own, self-taught, always question. I was always a guy questioning things, just even the curriculum, the curriculum system, the educational system, all these things, and I just always thought it was a rigged system. And I started to self-taught myself with various books. As I said, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I read that shit when I was about 12 years ago. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And then it just really confirmed the things that I already was chattering in my brain. And then I tapped into other things like religion and how that was thing, and boom. And then the government, then the economy. And then I came into crypto and I was like, whoa, bro. I'm a smart motherfucker. I told myself that. I said, you're a smart motherfucker, Francis. Because this is not only you saying this is thousands and hundreds of people saying this, not even my age, older than me, So that's how I came about doing what I'm doing right now. And, well, that's a long answer to your question, where I'm from and how I got here in Canada, to be honest. So, yeah. I hope that answers your question, though. Okay, where do you keep driving to? Sorry for my career. Where do I keep driving to? It's just a really cool, so my city borders with another cool city, and it's very rural here, remote. It has nice mountains. The landscape is awesome. They got some rivers and some streams here. I get to see hundreds of miles in front of me instead of smog, houses, people, mufflers and cars and all that bullshit, and it just clears my mind. It resets everything, and I get to start fresh, right? I get to it disconnects myself from everything, from crypto, just from whatever's on my mind, right? And when I'm not there and I'm at home, I'm very convoluted. I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot of things to catch up on. I got a lot of things to to get done. So it's very great to have a good peace of mind, whether it's for half an hour, 10, 20 minutes. It's almost like a meditative state, bro. So I just go into nature. It doesn't really matter where it is, right? It's whatever puts your mind at peace for however long that may be. For me, it's usually about 30 minutes. And I also go there because there's some land that I look at into this area here, So I'm leveling up my investing in that regard. And I also believe in materializing things that you want, and you go there in the flesh, you go there in the person, you look at it, you always remind yourself of it. You have these things in your home, You know, whether it's pictures of it, it reminds you of it, it puts in your brain. The brain is what? It's energy. You can manifest these things into the reality, and that's what I like to do. And it's been working really good for me. Sandra's roti shop, bomb roti shop, buddy. Right on. That's funny. Refinance DeFi, cool. TCL, can you make a video on how to use Kusama wallet? I would most certainly do that. For auctions, I would most certainly do that, guys. And you know what? I think my time here is done, guys. So I'm gonna listen to some tracks, go take the scenic route, get into that meditative space, you know, state of mind, and then yeah, let's see what happens by Tuesday. I should have some stuff for us, so let's take it from there, guys. Okay. Appreciate everybody joining us. We've been going for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Keep it locked, keep it loaded to the Smart Money channel. If you like banking, coin, and making money, and just learning, then keep it locked, keep it loaded to the crypto lifestyle. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than until the next video, your ass is on your own, bro. Later.